Hello you guys, long time no see, but welcome back to my channel. I am here to talk about one of my favorite topics, if not my favorite topic, New York City. I have a trip planned for New York City in December. We are going for Christmas time and I'm so excited, and I'm going to share a little bit of our itinerary, in hopes that it will help you with your December New York trip. We are going from a Friday to a Tuesday, so this is an itinerary for about 4 days. So I'm going to give you all the deets on where we're going to help you plan your trip a little bit better. In the meantime, please hit subscribe below if you would like to see more of my videos. This is not an itinerary if you're looking to go to New York City to get the local experience. This is a very touristy itinerary. We're doing all of the typical touristy things that like first time New York experience. We fly in to LaGuardia, LGA, and that is just the closest airport. Our hotel that we're staying in is in Chelsea, but we've stayed in Midtown and it's been great. I think for your first time, if you want to be close to everything, Midtown is gonna be your best friend. We're staying on the edge of like Chelsea and Gramercy, so we're basically in the middle of everything also. We just found the cheapest option for a hotel during the holidays because nothing ain't cheap. Let's start with day one. We are flying in early. Our flight leaves out around 8 a.m. We're supposed to arrive around almost 1 p.m. From the airport, I have done Ubers and I have done like a personal car to pick us up. Uber is definitely the cheapest. We're gonna be checking in to our hotel around 3. We're gonna subway to Times Square from our hotel. It's like a 2-stop subway, and we're gonna just go get a slice of Joe's Pizza. So first of all, you gotta see Times Square. It's like the touristy thing to do, right? Because you see it everywhere. We are then going over to 5th Avenue. It's super quick. Honestly, you could walk there, but if you want to save your feet early on in the trip, you can just do like a one-stop subway ride over to 5th Avenue. I'm probably gonna start us at the very top, maybe like where the plaza or like Trump Tower is, and then work our way down. There's literally so much to see on 5th Avenue. Some of the main things that we're going to be seeing is the iconic Cartier building, St. Patrick's Cathedral. That's not necessarily something Christmassy, but it's just a classic that you have to see on 5th Ave. The Grand Central Station is a nice little pit stop. You can grab a snack there or just go and get your classic Gossip Girl photo on the steps. The Peninsula Hotel is something that's really popular decorated. You can go inside. There's like a huge Christmas tree. I've actually never seen it Christmas time. We're also gonna see the Saks 5th Avenue light show that starts like every 10 minutes starting at like 5:30. Just whatever time it is whenever we get down to Saks is when we will see the show. And then of course we have to see the iconic Rockefeller Center tree. What is my dog eating? Pepper, what are you eating? Open your mouth. A leaf. Was that really that important? So of course we will be seeing the Rockefeller tree, the iconic Christmas tree, but I want to make sure it's dark when we see that. So that'll be like one of the last things that we see. I know there's like a lot more that I'm probably missing. There's also shopping stores that we can hit up while we're there. Once we're done there, I know you're probably gonna be like, Lauren, why are we subwaying back to Times Square? When we first see Times Square, it's gonna be during the day, but I promise you guys, also have to see it at night. So we're gonna be taking the subway or walking back to Times Square from 5th Avenue. Like I said, it's super close. And we're gonna be eating dinner at Ellen's Stardust Diner. This is one of those places that people will tell you is a tourist trap, but I literally have been every single time I've gone to New York and I refuse to miss it. It is iconic. After that, we're going to walk around Times Square, see everything at night in all of its glory. I love the Sephora at Times Square. I already have a wish list set up of stuff that I want to buy at just the Sephora. From Times Square, we're going south down to Macy's on 34th Street so we can see the window displays at night. And then after that, I really don't know what time it's gonna be. It's so hard to like decide times of everything because you don't know how long it's gonna take. I have the next thing is going to bed. We will probably just walk around and maybe like get a drink or something and then go to bed because we've got a long trip ahead. This is day 2. We are starting bright and early because we are getting to Liberty Bagels between 7:30 and 8 a.m. because we've got a very long walking day ahead of us, okay? So get your walking shoes on. After eating our bagels at Liberty Bagel, we're gonna walk over to the Plaza Hotel, get our Home Alone 2 experience, Eloise at the Plaza, whichever you prefer. We're going to enter Central Park from the southeast corner. I created this whole walking path of Central Park that we're going to be doing, so I will insert that here. We are also going to be ice skating in Woolman Rink. They are not for like a specific time frame, so your tickets will start at a certain time and then you can ice skate literally all day if you wanted to, but for us, we probably will only ice skate for like an hour because we've got a lot of stuff to do. I don't know if we're gonna walk the whole trail that I have planned. If we do make it to the very top, we will exit out right by the Met. I would love to take an iconic like Gossip Girl Met steps photo, but if we don't exit out there, that's totally fine. Either way, we're gonna go explore the upper east side, so we're still gonna get that Gossip Girl experience. We're gonna go check out the Mark Hotel. I don't know if they change up the decor every year. Last year they did like a gingerbread house theme. Also, there is an apartment in the upper east side that has like a whole nutcracker display. After that, we're going to go get coffee or hot chocolate, whatever, at Ralph's Coffee. From Ralph's Coffee, we're gonna be taking the subway all the way down to Bryant Park, and we're going to check out the Bryant Park Winter Village. It's just a bunch of vendors that set up. You can get food, there's shops, it's like local vendors. So it's just like a fun little area to walk around. Hopefully it's not too cold outside. There is another ice skating rink. We won't be ice skating there, but I have heard that it is free to ice skate there. You just have to pay for your skate rentals. Subway across Manhattan to Hudson Yards to see their iconic light situation. It is gorgeous. I've seen so many people saying that you have to go see the lights there. It's like a giant balloon. I forget the name of it, but air balloon. That's what it is. Also, we'll go see the vessel. The vessel is just so interesting. If you've seen it, it's like, it looks like a honeycomb, but it's just there. Like you can't do anything with it, but it's so huge. I don't know like the time of day it's gonna be. So if it's getting close to dinner time and we're like, oh, we should go to dinner now, we're just gonna take the subway down to this restaurant called Cowgirls. We love the non-fancy, more like home cooking experience, and that's definitely what you will get from Cowgirls. I always get the chicken fried steak from there, and it is delicious. If you go for dinner, definitely get the pitcher of margaritas. If we have some time in between Hudson Yards and dinner, I definitely recommend walking the High Line, depending on the weather, how cold it is, but that is just a completely just different New York experience. After dinner, we're going to take the subway over to Levain Bakery, and we're going to get a cookie. Around that area is also Washington Square Park, and then obviously take an iconic photo under the arch with the Empire State Building in the background. Depending on time and how tired we are, we're going to hit up a Christmas bar. The ones that I wrote down: Oscar Wilde, Pete's Tavern, Miracle on 9th, Patty McGuire's, and Rolf's. After the Christmas bar, we're definitely going to bed because one, I don't want to walk back to our hotel late anyway, and we're probably going to be exhausted. So good night, and I will see y'all for day 3. Alrighty, welcome to day 3 of our itinerary. This is a fun day. From our hotel, we're going to walk to Cha Cha Matcha. On our walk there, we will be passing the Flatiron Building, so we will stop and take a look at that. We will be taking the subway to Dumbo, Brooklyn, and we did it last time, and I highly recommend, especially if you're wanting to walk the Brooklyn Bridge, I recommend subwaying to Brooklyn and walking the bridge back into Manhattan versus doing the opposite. In Brooklyn, we're going to be taking the iconic Manhattan Bridge photo that also has the Empire State Building in the background. We got there really early last time and the street was practically empty, so I definitely recommend getting there early. From there, it's just a short walk down the street to the Time Out Market, where we will get breakfast at Clinton Street Bakery. Make sure to check out the rooftop of the Time Out Market because you will get an amazing skyline photo with the Brooklyn Bridge in it. It is a very easy walk over to the Brooklyn Bridge, so we're going to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. I 10 out of 10 recommend. It is a quick subway right up to Chinatown. We are going to do some shopping in Chinatown. I know that some of y'all will probably be against it. I'm not gonna say, but if you know, you know. Chinatown just has a really great experience, and there's also like little shops so you can get like New York memorabilia and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend checking out Chinatown to get a little different culture in your trip. Also attached to Chinatown is Little Italy. So for lunch, we will be hitting up Little Italy for our Italian food. The two restaurants that I have that we're going to pick from is Nico's and Pisano's. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but those are like the two best rated ones that I saw on TikTok, and it looked divine, so we will pick from those. Also, you have to get a street cannoli at Napoli's. It is a must. From Little Italy is Soho. So we're gonna go hit up Soho. I'm gonna go to the Golden Goose there, but they have a ton of shops in Soho. We will be going back to the hotel to drop off all of our shopping bags because there will probably be a lot of them. We are seeing Lion King that night at 6:30. So this is a good night to go see a Broadway show. Before the Broadway show, I wasn't really sure too much on where to go eat, but there is a chicken place that my sister-in-law sent me called 375 Chicken and Fries. They have like peanut butter and jelly chicken poppers that look really good, but there's not really seating there and there's 8 of us, so I don't know if we'll actually go there. To be decided. After the Lion King, I would love to go get a square of pizza at Village Square Pizza. That's pretty close to Times Square. It's way different than Joe's Pizza, not the triangle slices. It's like the deep dish square slices with like the flipped up pepperonis. And then we're probably gonna hit the hay. So that is day 3. Okay, welcome to day 4 and your last full day in New York City. We're starting off strong at Brooklyn Street Bagel and Coffee. We are doing a like Statue of Liberty and 9/11 museum day. So we have strict times that we have to be places. So I'm starting us off at Brooklyn Street Bagel and Coffee around 7:30 so that we can be where we need to be. This place is right by our hotel, so it's perfect for us to grab some breakfast and a coffee before we take the long subway all the way downtown to our Statue of Liberty cruise. We're gonna take pictures around the Statue of Liberty. There is a museum of all the history of the Liberty. We'll just have some time to hang out there and get as many videos and photos as possible. I will say that there is a restaurant on Liberty Island, so I definitely recommend getting a hot dog there because it's in like a sourdough type bun, and I still think about that hot dog every day. After that, we are getting back on our boat to head back to Manhattan. I will say that it does stop at Ellis Island on the way back. We do not have enough time to get off at Ellis Island, but if you do, definitely check it out. It's a cool like history like place to go check out. But we just don't have enough time because we do have to be back in time for our 9/11 tour. I have that if we do have time to stop by Trinity Church to see Alexander Hamilton's gravesite. Also, if you've seen National Treasure 2, this is where they find the treasure underneath the church. You could go treasure hunting too. Our 9/11 tour does start in front of a church that's by the 9/11 memorials. I can't think of the name right now, but we booked the 9/11 all access tour. So we're gonna have a tour guide for 90 minutes, walk us around and give us a personal experience from that day. So it's gonna be very special, and they'll walk us around to all the main parts around the 9/11 grounds. Our ticket also included tickets to go into the 9/11 museum, so we're gonna go into the actual museum itself. And then after that, it also included tickets to go into the top of One World Trade Center. So that's gonna be insane. After going to the top of the Trade Center, we are going to go eat at Los Tacos 1. I so recommend going here if you're wanting some good street tacos in New York City. These are the best. I've had them before, and it's right by the 9/11 museum. So we're gonna go eat there. After that, we are going to go subway all the way back up to our hotel because we have tickets to see the Rockettes on Monday night. After the Rockettes, we are going to go eat at the Halal Guys truck. If you've ever been to New York City, Halal Guys is iconic and delicious. So, and it's right across the street from Radio City, so it's perfect. Also across the street are the giant red candy canes and the bulbs that is in that fountain, the red ornaments. We will probably be very tired, so we will probably call it a day after that for day 4. Sadly, this will be our last day in New York City. We will be flying out in the late afternoon. In the morning, we're gonna go get a juice/coffee. Now, it never fails on my New York City trip while we're walking around. I always see places that I'm like, ooh, I would love to go there, but it just doesn't fit on the itinerary. We will probably have to pack our bags and be out of the hotel by like 11, so hopefully they can hold our bags for us so we're not walking around the whole city with them. I'm thinking we're gonna go to Kat's Deli for lunch. It is an iconic restaurant for the pastrami sandwiches. If there's anything that we want to see before we leave, I put down Eileen's cheesecake because it's pretty close to Kat's Deli. So if you want a little sweet treat before the airport, then go get you a little mini cheesecake. Then we gotta Uber back to the airport to catch our flight in the afternoon. So sadly, that is all we've got for the New York trip. That is it for my New York itinerary. I hope that helped you guys with planning your trip. I really tried planning everything in sections of the island so that we get the best experience. I am a New York girly through and through, even though I grew up in Texas. New York City has my heart, and I will probably visit there 10 million more times before I die. So I am always looking for new places. Please comment below your favorite places to go to in New York City because I would love to add them to my future itinerary. Thank you all so much. I can't wait to share all my other New York stuff with you soon, but I will catch you guys later.